Welcome to the round 21 review for Supercoach 2023. It's George from Fantasy Take TV. This week, 2,408 is what we scored, and rank of 2,174. Not great, but like hanging in there. Just maybe finished 2K, but don't have Nick Daicos. Don't have a trade for Nick Daicos, so that is a problem, and I'm not sure we can do much about it, or we can't. So we'll be fielding Josh Weddle, who's had a great first year, but that's not what you want on field this time of year, especially for leagues if you're doing those. But yeah, pretty unfortunate for Brownlow, I guess. I think Nick, he'd worked so hard and he's probably lost to Brownlow, but I'd like to see Bont win the Brownlow after what happened a few years ago when Wines won. I think Bont hurt his shoulder and didn't poll very well, whereas he was on like 30 votes with 8 rounds to go or something like that, so he probably should have won that year, but I hope he gets it this year. Although track is breathing down his neck, so 3-horse race at this point, it seems. But yeah, teams like, well, we have Ben Hobbs still. He's we benched him actually, which was nice, but worst trade ever in my, is this 5 or 6 years of YouTube? Might be 6. I think it's 6. Oh my god, that's a long time. Yeah, we've never done a trade as bad as this, I think. DC to Hobbs has cost us like at least 100 points. A trade, which we definitely would need now, so more points. And he's averaged like 60 for us, so less. I think like 50 something. So I've never said that this is an advice channel. It's just follow my journey, and this is why I like this, and you make it, I'll make up do some analysis or whatever and make up a reason as to why I like certain things, and yeah, interpret that as you will. But I know one thing, and I can tell you for sure, is don't pay 470k for rookies. That's dumb as shit. So yeah, he's that's the most expensive rookie I've ever paid for, probably on par with, well, not far off. I think Shea Bolton to finish 2021, he averaged like 60 for the last 6 weeks or something, but oh boy, that's been a horrific trade, and that is going to cost me leagues really badly. But yeah, the team's not that strong. We brought in George Hewitt, who actually, it's good that we brought him in, that we got extra points this week and last week. But obviously we had Daicos on field this week, but we needed that extra trade. We traded out MJ, who was sub, so that's dead cover anyway. But yeah, we would rather probably have that trade and got rid of Daicos for, I don't know who would get like who's a good price right now. I don't know, Sarong around that price. I don't know, but not sure. So obviously we're kind of stuck with this on the bench now, but we'll see how we go. We'll check our leagues after, go over that briefly. But yeah, like Ben Hobbs, he averaged more for us last year as our cover player. He was a rookie. We picked him up for 150k, and yeah, we covered. He gave us 70s a lot of the time to cover. As we know, this year you needed like a 23rd player more often, like more weeks than not post buy, I assume, for most people. But yeah, 470k for this. Oh my god, so bad. Like, what's his 5 round? Oh, 68. It's actually better than I thought. I think we've had him for 4 weeks, so yeah, like 60 something, maybe less actually. Yeah, it's less because that game you take out that 86. So oh boy, worst trade ever. Whatever. I don't want to talk about it. So yeah, move on. Defense was fine, I guess. Himmelberg, a 91 from Himmelberg, like that's champagne party when you get 90 from Himmelberg, because you just don't know what you're going to get from him. Could be 70 against Port Adelaide Oval. He did poorly, I think, at Adelaide Oval against the Crows, so I don't like this matchup. But like, I'm going to field Chesser over him. We can't loop anyway, so yeah, Mullen plays early, so not much we can do there. So does Constable. Yeah, defense was fine. We didn't field Weddle, but yeah, he's playing alright. So I'm not really expecting much more than like 58s or whatever, but hopefully he can pull one out his ass and do well for us. Tassie's good for scoring, I think. Plenty of room there, I think, against the Dog. So matchup might be okay. I don't know what his role is. I haven't watched him enough, but good to see the Hawks get up. I'm a big fan of what they're doing. Big fan of Sam Mitchell. See how they go next few years. We captained Merritt. Could have captained Bond or English, but I just thought Merritt versus West Coast, that was my preferred captain, and we take a 143, that's fine. So he needed to match Bond and just about did. Andy will pick next year. I'll start him. And Jack Steele is just very puzzling. Watch the fourth quarter, and all he did was tackle, and none of the tackles were effective. So I reckon at least 5 tackles he went for, and either missed them or they just got a handball away to a teammate, which is not counted as a tackle. So that was terrible. Him and Brad Crouch, 0 disposals in the fourth. That's all-time bad from those two. So they'll be disappointed with that, but I don't think I'll be going to pick Steele next year. Just very confused, playing through injuries. Is he not? Is he new system, moving a bit quicker? Don't know. So I don't think he's top 8. And there's a lot of other plays. Look at LDU and Chera, although they have injury concerns. We'll get Dunkley in the midfield. Gordon will be midfield. Look at Rosie Butters. They're probably going to do 110 next year. So there's just heaps of options. Dawson will come into the mids. If I didn't say that, I can't remember. But there's just a stack of midfielders. Plus we get Oliver, and Tuchel will hopefully be back to his best or close to it. So there's just going to be options everywhere. Sarong as well will be a new one. So not interested in Steele next year, but I think it'll be 530k at this price. So at this average. Just don't trust him anymore, but at his best, he's still good. He's just not at his best anywhere near as often enough, and hasn't been for probably 2 years now. So, it'll be interesting if there's any PR of his preseason, but I'll probably pass. Neil got tagged, that's fine. Tom Green we held for 3 weeks, fielded a 20 from MJ, I think. Fielded a 50 from Weddle and a 70 from... I think Weddle also got us a 70, so... not the greatest hold, but we didn't have much trades. And then George Hill at 99, which was fine. I thought he was going to do better than this. I think he went to Crouch in the last quarter and didn't do much there, but nullified him. So, yeah, that's a bit annoying. No Chera, no Walsh, so it's kind of helpful for the Hewlett pick. But, he got us 50 last week, 99 this week. So that's a bit better. So hopefully he does well this week. Now, the problem with English, if you don't have English, you probably have... maybe you've gone, but you probably have Briggs. Briggs comes up against Vizentini, and then, Jackson up against... I think it's no BJ Williams, so it'll be Jamison or Jack Williams. So not really a seasoned ruckman up against Jackson. So he should have a field day, and Briggs should have a field day. So, and then DC plays... Is it Stanley? I'm guessing. I'm not sure. So I can't remember if that's a good matchup, but I need Briggs not to do well for me rank and me leagues, but we'll see how we go. Then forward line, Dunkley, weird time on ground. Don't really feel comfortable captaining him after his soft tissue injury, but he can bounce back. But long trip over there, I don't know if he's being managed or not, but the time on ground was low. Gordon's an interesting one for next year. I think he's playing around the middle more. He's just a superstar, so I think his years, he hasn't been that far off Daicos' year, to be honest. He's just a crazy good player, good user, good kicks goals, so he's pretty good. I think he's top 10 playing the comp. Rosie and Butters very good. Butters plays at a different pace to everyone else. It's pretty good to watch. So he's been very good the past 2 weeks because he was quite poor since we got him. But I think now his average would prop up to about 110 in our team, which is good. Toronto's really slowed down. What's his 5 round? 90. Not great. That's fine though. He's been a pretty relevant pick. And then Keys 80 over Hobbs. So we got to see the first quarter of Hobbs. Hobbs was on 12, I think, or 13, and then got some points added towards the end. So I just thought, we'll stuff it. We'll just go Keys at home. So This week, how do we line up? Hobbs first. We can loop Hobbs and Keys again. Oh no, we can't. Matt Roberts plays. We can see a quarter of Hobbs, so we'll do that again. So fingers crossed that goes well. I think I'd rather Keys at the Gabba. It's his old home, but he still gets up the ground a bit. But he's like, the role isn't like good enough to score well enough consistently. So 80 might be what he does for the year, but also missed like an easy goal. So it's just Keys, just lots of shots on goal, and hopefully he gets them. So that's the team. In terms of Daicos replacements, haven't really given it any thought because I don't pre-checked out at the moment. I think with a podcast, I'm not too sure what we'll do. I think Enno's checked out, I'm checked out, and JD's been sick for 2 weeks, I think. So I'm not too sure if we're going to do one or not, but I think we're all just, well, especially me and Enno, we're kind of done with this year. But regardless, we'll see on Daicos replacements. So I guess we'll do any price. But in defence, Ryan looks like he's playing more accountable to me. I didn't watch today, but last week he was, and played really well. But I think he's fine. I think Stuart, Dawson, if you don't have them. Houston's like inconsistent, but I don't know if you can afford that. You might as well go someone else. Sinclair's fine. Oh, let's do 5 round average. So yeah, Sicily obviously number one. Nick Newman's taken a bit more responsibility down back with Doherty going up the field, and Sard's really regressed. So he was against the Saints this week, so that definitely helps. But just watching him, he was just a lot of easy marks in the back line. Just seemed to be everywhere. So we've seen him. I think he scored like a 170 back when he was at Sydney. So maybe this is just what he is now. They've given him the keys to that back line, and he's just doing whatever. So he could be a good one. I watched him a bit today. I haven't watched him enough over the past few weeks though. So trust your own eye. Borlase was good debut. Whitford's been in good form. Would I go there? Probably not. Doc is fine, I think, especially with the injuries in the midfield. Taylor, I don't trust enough, but I think he'll have a field day against Port, given their lack of tools or injuries up forward, I think. Oh no, they've got, I can't remember if Dixon's playing or not. Duncan, I'd probably steer clear. He's playing alright though for the... No, I don't trust Duncan to stay fit for 3 rounds, to be honest. Hinge is playing really well for the Crows, bit of a left field one, but the Crows have lost all their defenders basically. Well, half of them. They lost Buds, Murray and Duday, and for whatever reason, I think Hinge since then is just taking a bit more responsibility, demanding a bit more down back, which is good. Witherden, like, you can never really trust. Like, Heppel's been good, but do you trust Heppel? Not really. I think Powell got injured. I think it was Powell. And then like Angus Brayshaw with Oliver's back, so I probably wouldn't go there. Nass, if he has his next 3 at Marvel, I would, otherwise I haven't checked. Atkins been pretty good lately, probably don't need to go there. Dale's been fine, so I'd probably just go Newman, straight swap, but I don't know. Midfield, figure out yourself, I guess, but I guess you can always go your safe proven guys, or you can go the guys in hot form. So I'd probably risk Newman, to be honest, but just watching him is pretty much picking it up out there, and he's averaged 97 for the season, so I think you get 100 plus from him. But him or Doherty, who's better? I think Doherty's probably safer, but yeah, I'd probably go Doc just for safety. So, but Newman might have a higher ceiling back there. But yeah, that's it from me. We'll check the leagues. So worry about my cash leagues. I think we're going to check game day. As it loads, and this one, I think you got to change it up here around 22. We'll check this one. So our uniques are... He's got English. We got like Hewitt. We're gonna field Weddle. He's got Daicos. Maybe he trades him out, or he's got Walsh. So I don't know who wins that one. He's got Yo, who's come back, which is really annoying. McRae, not too sure how he will go against Hawthorn. Wilmot, he's fielding. Like Mills, you don't know what you're going to get. LDU is a bit of a problem. And then like my side, it's like Himmelberg's fault. Can't really trust Keys. Hewitt's like, you don't know what you're going to get. So that was pretty boring checking leagues, but I have another one too. But hopefully win that. But regardless, captains this week, VC, Merritt, C, might be English against Hawthorn at Tasmania. I have to check English's record at Tassie. I wonder if it comes up here. $82. Tassie again. 102. His record's not that great, but this is sort of different era. So maybe we can... Like Finn McGuinness could tag somebody. Not sure he's tagged Bont. I think he's tagged Dale in the past, so I don't know what they do there. Can he actually tag Bont? Nobody tags Bont for whatever reason, but maybe they let us know just in case. So I'll probably be Merritt into English, but we'll see how we go. That's it from me. Thank you for watching, or we could go Stewart into Merritt. Maybe we do that. I don't know. I think Merritt should be safe against North. But that's it from me. Thank you for watching, and good luck for the rest of the week.